I'm here with Ed Hutley from Ceres Rural. Thanks for joining us here. Tell us a little bit about your role with the company and what you're doing here at Cereals.
Yeah, so as you said, my name's Ed Hutley and I'm a partner at Ceres Rural. We are involved with the agronomy on the site at Cereals. This is the second time that we would have attended the event, and we're looking forward to taking the experience forward and looking at some of the different crops that are on display later in June.
I guess from an agronomy point of view, something like this presents quite a unique opportunity because you get to see hundreds of varieties in the similar conditions and be able to compare in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the key things for us is that the current economic climate is such that trying to find crops that are financially viable and sustainable for producers to grow is really difficult. And so for us at Ceres Rural, it's a huge opportunity for us to be able to look at different crops and be able to extract information for that we can then pass back to our clients in regards to what are the emerging crops that could be the next big opportunity.
Okay, we've had quite a mild winter, we've had some challenging conditions. How has that impacted the trial plots from your point of view?
Well, it's probably been a little bit kinder than in the last 2 years in terms of autumns, which has been good for getting crops off and away. But yeah, we're now into a period where it's a bit dry, and the site here at Cereals is prone to drought. So that's obviously something that we're hoping for a little bit of rain, but you have to be careful what you wish for.
Of course. And I take it you and your team, you'll be here, you'll be available to talk to people who are interested and see what's been available here?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, here for both days. We're running a series of seminar-like discussions. On the second day, we're running our next generation breakfast, which Cheerful Charlie will be our person that will be conducting that. That's been a really successful way for us to be able to incentivise new entrants into the industry to hear what's going on in the latest topical matters. One of the things that we're going to be working really hard at for Cereals is a lot of people are comfortable with the prospect of how their financial performance is going to be for this harvest, but have a lot of concerns about what's going to happen next year. And with the rising price of fertiliser and that sort of thing, we're going to be trying to put forward sustainable solutions that can allow farms to perhaps introduce more regenerative practices that might help them save money, but also farm in a more environmentally sympathetic manner.
And is that something you see will be a focus this year at Cereals, that kind of financial impact of the various world events we're seeing, the loss of BPS, things like that?
Absolutely. I think we're as we stand here today, we're 2 months out from the Cereals show, and a lot can happen in that time period. You only need to look back at the start of the year to see how quickly things have changed there. But there's no question that the degressivity of BPS has been something we've known about for a while, and the time is now for us to start making changes and preparing before the pot runs out and it's too late.